Ezenwa Enwokoro Animal World War. My note for the story. I feel it very necessary taking up this emergency theme of also our time, war. Human history is full of wars. Empires rose by wars, lasted on wars, and all fell to wars. Nations still rise against nations. Mankind has witnessed 2 world wars, while the third threatens for the worst, to be fought with supranuclear weapons. Innocent people are the daily victims of new forms of warfare, including neo-colonialism and terrorism. Times have also seen all kinds of recurrent natural disasters. But man is still habitually active in many more suicidal global tragedies. Today, the human family has arrived at the age when modern tools of communication are increasingly unifying the world in all spheres of life. War and other catastrophes in any part of the earth are directly or indirectly felt everywhere. Each news of war creates international reaction that affects public life and upsets the peace of human society as a whole. Horrors of war come with irreparable damages. Humanitarian crisis often occurs. Genocide, mass displacement, and other bewildering acts against humanity challenge sanity. Wars currently being witnessed all over the world show the notorious extent of human calamity consciously being caused by man. Yet the outbreak of more wars continues to defile and frustrate international Pacific efforts wanting to end war permanently on Earth. Huge funds, materials, and human resources are yet being wasted by peaceful but insecure states, keeping armies whilst hunger, malnutrition, diseases, homelessness, death, tears, and sorrow are the order of the day in war and poverty-troubled areas of the world. Ironically enough, war is not a natural disaster. It is an artificial creation of man, and it forms a big part of government policies. The wisdom of human civilization is therefore questionable if war remains the ultimate means of conflict resolution between nations. This book is aimed at affecting young minds of the present and future generations. I use animal fables and other forms of folklores, inspired by my grandmother earlier in my life in making the story. That offers me better and familiar means of addressing young ones who will become leaders of nations. I do think that most national leaders who take decisions to go to war have done so mainly because the common literatures of their childhood had unfortunately glorified war. This narrative also shows animals with senses of humor, love, organization, choice, friendship, survival, and family, etc. These help us to compare our attitudes with the characteristics of animals as a mirror of human behavior. Such abstraction turns us into an audience to observe a stage replica of man's worst social vice in a simple but unforgettable form. The text is written in verses of 7 lines for easy reading and clarity. The huge historic tragedy of the World War is reduced into a small childish comedy. Although the story is principally meant for juniors of 10 to 20 years old, it is not my intention to impose limits on the literary values that could be derived from it by the adults. Human world is an animal world, and animal world is also an human world. Each animal in the tale represents a human profession.